Everyone knows that Philadelphia is famous for the birthplace of the nation, Benjamin Franklin, the Liberty Bell, the great sports teams. What you may not know is Philadelphia is also the great street food capital of the United States. And one of my favorites is a hoagie, and I always get them here at the Ragazzino Brothers. And this is a Thames and Fitzwater right in the heart of South Philadelphia. Bobby Rydell's grandfather owned it as a candy store. His father was born in here. Oh my goodness, it's so good. And then we're going to have a little bit, what are you putting on there, gabagoo? Look at this, look how beautiful it's turning out. A few peppers, just enough to know you're alive for a month. Great.
Yeah, Dave, no onions.
No onions, the way I like it. The big difference with a Philadelphia hoagie is the water here. The water's changed. When I was a kid, if you open up the spigot, you call it a faucet, you would have guppies come out, and stones and mud. And that made the difference. Now the guppies are gone, but the rolls are still good. And the other thing is, if you're overweight, what they do in the neighborhood is they take out the content and they rub the oil bread in their hair. This is a hoagie. I love them. Great. Philadelphians love to take credit for developing the pretzel, but the truth is it was developed about 600 AD by a monk in France, and it was also in northern Italy. And that's what this is. And the Philadelphians did add something to it, and they're very proud of this. We're the ones who decided to put mustard on it. Now, the different designs, this one is the Jersey Turnpike leading up to Atlantic City and Newark. 70 million pretzels are sold in Philadelphia every year. Can you believe, how many do you do?
I can't tell you in the news, they'll tax me for it.
This is the only guy who sells them. He sells 70 million pretzels a year. He moves this wagon all over the city. Amazing person. This is Pat's Steakhouse. It's a landmark in Philadelphia, open 24 hours a day. And what you get here are cheesesteaks. I'm going to order mine as I always do. Let me have a double meat, double cheese, no onion on a half. All right? Double meat. Yeah, double meat. They told me that Jack Klugman was just here the other day, Sly Stallone, Joey Bishop of Philadelphia, and Frank Avalon, Fabian. Humphrey Bogart used to come here. Jimmy Durante came here. Frank Sinatra has them sent to him. Plus, all the people from the neighborhood come here.
Ready, David.
Okay, terrific. Now, this is what it looks like. But the best part about it is how it tastes. And if you come here, I usually don't come here in the daytime. I usually come here about 3 o'clock in the morning because for the same price you have a cheesesteak and you can watch a good street fight. Or get in one. After you eat all that food, you got to work it off. Now, the best way is to have a good game of stickball. And that's a Philadelphia game, and I'll show you how it's played. The first thing you got to do is you got to go in the house and steal your mother's broom. Then you take a little hacksaw and you saw off the top part of it, eh? This is very easy when you're not Jewish. Usually the Italian kid does the sawing. Okay, and then you stomp it. Now, there we go. You can tell it's an Eastern City game because you got to steal something and then break it. Now that you hide so your mother doesn't see it, she'll know you stole a broom. This is the bat. These are pimple balls. The name because they look like Oogie. That was what his face looked like when we were kids. That's a half ball, and that's what we play with. Now, the next thing you need is you need some guys to play with. Listen, you guys want to play some stickball?
You talking to me?
Yeah. You know something? Does he look like James Darren from South Philly or not? You must hear that a lot, huh?
Everybody tells me I look just like Jimmy Darren.
Jimmy Darren, okay.
How are you, David?
Okay, Jimmy, have a little stickball. We'll choose up sides. These are the guys. Missed it. How did I miss it? 4-0. It's embarrassing. This is humiliation of Philadelphia. Half ball is very much like baseball, except there's no strike and ball zone. You just wait for the pitch you want. If you miss it, 1 strike, you're out. 2 tips, and that's an out. 3 outs, you change sides. The idea is to hit the ball to where you designate a single, double, triple, and home run, and you play as many innings as you want. And the main objective is just cheat as much as you can. All right, come on, James. Tip, 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 tip.
He can never manage to hit a ball, no matter how hard he tries.
I still cheat. I don't believe I still cheat.
Ready?
Ah, 2 tips.
We win.
Yeah, good game. I come back to the old neighborhood a lot because, well, they say that Philadelphians, more than any other people in America, are born, raised, and die in their hometown, which has something to say for the city. What I like to say to the city is, happy birthday, Philadelphia. From your loving son, David.